This next course will be Introduction to I/O Instructions. The content of this class will be first Introduction to Output, Input, then the use of digital signal and use of analog signal. The lecture is around 5 minutes and the main objectives are to understand I/O instructions and where analog signal is used. Here are the main I/O instructions you can find into Jaka programming interface. This is a summary of all functions can be used both for digital and analog signals. Digital signals can be operating by binary signal 1 and 0. Analog will be able to use number for instructions. We will enter more in details in the next slides. Set digital output. Control the tool at the end of the robot or a function plug on the controller. For example, a gripper which have a simple digital communication. Set digital output while robot moving. Same function as previous, but consider the robot movement. For example, the gripper can be opened during the movement of the robot and save some time during the operation. Wait until digital output to be on. Judgment instructions to set a wait while executing the program. Can be used as a switch to start a specific movement of the robot, for instance. Set analog output value. Ask the robot to set a value while running the program. This can measure degrees of joints or acquisition of tool end coordinates, for instance. For analog values in motion, it can be used for measurements of the speed. Digital input-output inside a calculation. The diamond-shaped instruction is meant to be used with a calculation condition. Can be used, for example, in the loops with judgment condition or true-false conditions. Get analog input-output value can be used to send the robot new information while running the program with analog signal. Can be position or specific tool using numerical values. The use of digital I/O function is as follows. You can change on drop-down list if we use a tool end plug or cabinet plug according to where our tool is plugged. Then you can choose which DO number you want to set, and finally is your operation requires to be on or off. On the lower section you can observe the main operation you can create with judgment instructions. The use of analog signal function is as previous. You can change on drop-down list if we use a tool end or cabinet plug according to where our tool is set. Then you can choose which DO number you want to set, and finally you can set the value you want for the operation. On the lower section you can observe the main operation you can create with the judgment instructions. Analog has two different channels, voltage type and current type. You can see on the right the voltage and current range for analog values. Analog can also be used with Modbus. That is all for I/O instructions. Thank you for attention.